YouTube, we have officially kicked off the spring cleanup season, or the lawn maintenance season, or the landscaping season, whatever you want to call it, here at Prime Landscaping. So just want to kind of document a little bit about what we're doing here today, show you guys what we got going on. We're actually on the street where we do 6 properties on just one street. So I want to go ahead and show you guys, what the property looks like, what we're doing here, and why we're doing it. So first of all, I'm here on property number 1. We already did the spring cleanup here. My crew moved down the street to the rest of the properties. Basically, the spring cleanup here is completely done. All the beds are edged, and right around now, we're pretty much aerating it. We're overseeding it, and we're shooting it with the first application, which is starter fertilizer. Got my truck over there, and back here is where we are overseeding first. Then we're doing the fertilizer. Starter fertilizer, pre-emergent, everything in this one bag. It's actually like $70 a bag. It's pretty expensive, but it's some really good stuff because it's a fertilizer, it's a pre-emergent, so it's basically a weed killer. And it's basically a fertilizer that allows you to be able to put down seed and it won't kill the seed. So very expensive stuff, but very, very good stuff. So we're here, we're overseeding now, aerating. That's my ride-on aerator. When I bought that thing, the aerators with like the seed containers in the front did not exist yet. So, now we have to do it manually. Anyways, those machines cost $2,000 more, so we just make it work with what we got. But having a ride-on aerator like that one is definitely super cool in itself. Like I said, guys, we do a few properties here on this street, and I'm gonna move down to the rest of the crew. Got the pickup truck here. Look, man, decals, always clean and professional. So we'll move down the street here, and we are here. Here on this street, we do this property right here, the one that I was just at, one over here to my left, the other one all the way in that far corner, and other one right here on my right. Got my other pickup truck, got my maintenance trailer, super clean. Look at that thing, man. 6 houses on one block. That's what I love about lawn maintenance. I know a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people say that there's no money in it, but there definitely is. We're doing 6 houses on one block. It's a very dense route. We've been here for basically an hour, pretty much. 2 properties are already cleaned up. This is thatched, that's thatched. That other property's thatched too. So the guys, basically what we did is 3 guys blowing, and then 1 guy was thatching. So they're just finishing up the fertilizer over there. We're just gonna pretty much all go in at it. Guys are edging behind the guys who are blowing, and we're just making it happen. Super excited for this year. For those of you guys who are wondering, I started with just that one house right there on this block. That's the first house I did on this block. And now we do 6. How I did that, you may ask, or how I've gotten this many properties on one block. Number 1 is your pricing has to be very important. That's what people tend to ask me a lot is like, how do I get such a dense route, or how do I get more accounts? So what I do is, 1, I just give good pricing because I'm already on the street, so I might as well just make more money while I'm here. Number 2, I just knock on doors, man. Just knock on doors. I spoke to this neighbor, I spoke to that neighbor. I went over there. I just knock on doors and I just talk to as many people as I can. That's it. I've tried to get everybody else, but they're happy with their guys, so I'm not gonna push too hard. But we're here, we're making it happen. I'm excited for this year. I know I haven't been so active on the YouTube, making the videos and showing you guys what we're doing, but it's hard, man, because I do the business first, and then the YouTube. I know when you do content, it's got to be the other way around, but I'm learning, man. We're gonna make it happen. Just to show you guys the setup though, got the truck, got the trailer, super clean. It's a really nice day out today too. Got my Billy Goat Z3000 over there. Got my mowers right here, right? Electric mowers. And let me show you guys the trailer setup. Got our weed whacker racks, right? We got our string line racks as well. We have our pole saw right here. We have our chargers for our mowers. More racks. Basically, this is where we put our trimmers. This is where our little push mower goes. And then we store our batteries here for like our trimmers and everything like that, because these are all battery powered. Got our backpack sprayer, got our trimmers, everything that we need tools wise will pretty much be up here. And then we have some stuff up here as well. I don't really involve myself too much with the build because I don't really know what will make this efficient, but I got these racks right here, these weed whacker racks and the trimmer, the string line holder on Amazon. I typically don't like to listen to the guys online who talk about spending like $500 on these things, which I think is crazy. This stuff literally cost me, I think, like 80 bucks. I think the trimming line holder was like 30 bucks on Amazon, man. It was super cheap. I think it works, but let me know if you guys have used the Amazon stuff before and it's broken like very easily. It looks like it's pretty sturdy though. I'm excited to see how they hold up. I didn't want to spend like the $600 or whatever it costs from these guys online that like make this stuff. I feel like it's just marked up like an insane amount. That's basically the trailer setup for 2025. Pretty much everything will be staying in the trailer, all tools, all rakes, everything like that. Got some big barrels where we pretty much stuff everything for our spring cleanups. However, what I really like about these properties, man, I love these kind of properties. I wish I had only properties like this, and here's what I mean. All of these properties here are basically neighboring the woods. When it comes to spring cleanups, fall cleanups, you don't have to haul anything away. We just basically blow everything back into the woods. It just makes things so efficient, so much faster, because we don't have to basically clean up, put everything into a tarp, load it into the truck, or stuff it into the barrels here that I just showed you guys. So that's what I really, really like about properties like this. Whenever we have to haul it away, we still make money because I have to obviously, you know, account for it and charge for it. Super efficient. I don't gotta have a dump trailer or a dump truck here on site whenever we do these kind of properties. So just to show you guys, man, my mower's right here. Let's see, I think the Thatcher is down. Let me show you guys how cool this thing is. See, pretty much you just start it up. It has sensors wherever you stand, so it'll know you're on the machine. You pretty much close it like you would a regular ride-on, and then you just try to do this with one hand. That's it. The only thing making noise here is the Thatcher. You guys can see I'm moving, no engine noise, right? So pretty cool, pretty cool. So we have, you know, a decent amount of commercial properties that we're going to be maintaining this year. So I'm excited to see the feedback that we get from using the electric equipment. I'll say this though, I'm going to be adding another maintenance crew, maybe even this year, definitely next year, right? Because we're killing it with the ads. We're running a lot of ads for maintenance, and we're just really making it happen. But I don't think I will add another electric fleet. Number one, I got those for free because of some situation that happened. Number two, they're expensive. That machine alone is like 25 grand by itself. With 25 grand, you could hook up an entire brand new mowing fleet, basically. 2 mowers, weed whackers. You could even buy a Billy Goat Z3000 with it, you know what I mean? So just to kind of explain to you guys our spring cleanup process, and I'm actually curious if you guys do it a different way. Drop it in the comments, man. I'm always curious to see what other guys do, even in different areas, just what the process looks like. So basically a property just like this one, right? What we do, we get to the site. A guy typically starts right away picking up any large twigs and garbage, right? Then the Thatcher comes along, thatches the entire property, and then the Billy Goat Z3000 comes out with some backpack blowers and starts blowing everything to the back. Once that's complete, we pretty much edge all the beds and rake all the beds as well. Typically around this time, there really isn't any weeds in the beds. However, all the beds could be like a little lumpy from just anything, you know, maybe the fall cleanup, you know, we're blowing out all the beds. So we rake them out, get them all nice, get them all leveled. And if there is, for some reason, some weeds in there, we rake that out and remove them. But that's basically what our spring cleanup process looks like. If you guys do it some way else, drop it in the comments. I'm curious to see what else you guys do out there, man. But I'm gonna head back to my computer, show you guys how we have our route set up and pretty much how we organize every single client in the truck. So stay tuned for that. Now we are here at another property, putting down our fertilizer, our first application. Gotta make sure that these lawns are pristine, make sure they look like golf course. Going around fertilizing all day today, probably again on Monday. Today's Friday, so gonna make it happen. But this is a really nice property that we maintain, pretty big as well. So here, this specific property, we actually do like a full service contract for them. And what I mean by that is I include everything in his monthly price. So this specific property, he pays me 12 months out of the year and everything is included. So he gets the same exact bill every single month year round. So it covers all his maintenance. So the spring cleanup, the trimming, the fall cleanup, and the weekly mowing, the fertilizing, sprinklers, starting them and winterizing them. Doesn't cover sprinkler damages like heads and stuff because, you know, that's just regular things that you can't control. However, if only like 1 or 2 heads are damaged, I don't even bill him for it because it's not worth it. Like, this guy's been our customer for 3 years now, so there's no need for me to nickel and dime him. You know, he's a good guy. And also in his 12-month contract, his snow is covered. So pretty interesting too. So this specific property, his monthly installment is more, you'd say, on like the higher side, and it actually works out very well. Like, you know, it's not as uniform as like everything else where it's like we do 9 installments, this one's 12. However, it keeps the cash flow, you know, like going all the way through the whole winter. So it's actually very interesting. I'd probably like to get more properties just like this one. I do have a couple more, but to get them on a 12-month thing, I think it's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys are doing, man. Pretty much that's basically all we got for today. I'm gonna head back to the office and show you guys how we stay organized with all of our maintenance customers. All right, guys, so now I am back at my computer and I wanted to show you guys how I pretty much stay organized when it comes to our maintenance route in our trucks per client. So I actually have a very similar process in our snow removal route. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out that video and download the resource I shared in there. But this is it right here, guys. So this is basically how we document and how we stay organized in our maintenance routes with our maintenance trucks. So basically it's just one sheet of paper per client. There's gonna be a name right there at the top left, an address for the crew to know where they are going, and a phone or email, whatever is best for you. I like to put the phone number because if anything happens and I'm not on the site and maybe the guys need to call the homeowner because their dog is running around in the yard, they could call the phone number and let them know, hey, put your dog inside because I don't want to get bitten by a dog. And then I have a little fertilizer option up there. As you guys know, in the lawn care industry, not everybody signs up for the fertilizer package. So how do you keep track of it if you do fertilizer? Well, you check it off at the top, and if that customer specifically has a fertilizer program, every time you go fertilize, you take all the sheets with you and you know who exactly is going to be getting a fertilizer treatment. The reason that I do this is because when I first started, I would get some customers here and there that said, when were you here on this week? Or when were you here on this specific day? Like what time, what day? Were you even here? You know, that happens in the lawn care industry, especially when you have a lot of clients. So the only way to document that properly is basically to keep track of it live, like on the field. So that's basically why I created this right here. So just to show you guys how it's filled out, basically every single service and every single day will have its own line item, right? So today is March 28th, right? Sorry about my handwriting, guys. I'm a landscaper, so, you know, it's a little sloppy. So it's March 28th. Let's just say I'm at, you know, Mrs. Jones' lawn, Mrs. Jones' property. You know, she's at 123 Main Street in whatever city, town, you know, make it fit in there. So today we're there for her spring cleanup. It's March 28th. We just finished up her spring cleanup right now, live at 3:23 p.m., right? You could put a P and an A. Everybody knows there's an M after that. So 3:23 p.m., we finished up her spring cleanup. And right here in the service, I go spring clean up. The reason I like to do this is because if Mrs. Jones calls me in June, maybe she's not from the area, maybe she has a second house in Florida, And she comes in June and she says, hey, by the way, when did you guys do the spring cleanup? Oh, well, we did it March 28th at 3:30 if you want to check your cameras. It has helped me a lot. You know, I've had customers in the past ask me when we were there at a specific day or a specific time, maybe because they didn't see us, or you know, for whatever reason, they would like to know. There's some customers, you know, as we know in the industry, that are a lot more committed to the service than others. So that's basically how we do it. And if you're mowing, instead of writing spring cleanup, you would follow the same process with the date, the time, and you would just put regular lawn service or whatever, right? With the fertilizer treatments, you would pretty much write the date, the time, and whatever fertilizer treatment you did. So at the end of the year, it's December, and maybe Mrs. Jones questioned a couple things. Well, you have everything dated with timestamps, every single service listed right here on her sheet. So pretty cool thing that we do here at Prime Landscaping. And obviously very, very important. Print this on cardboard-like paper and have the holes punched at the bottom. So when you have a binder, the rings aren't in your way as you're writing up at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna leave the download link for this below. If you guys are interested in it, download it, check it out. It has honestly saved me a ton of time and has just made running the maintenance crew so much easier. And just so you guys know, there is enough rows and sections here, enough for the entire season. So what we do real quick is we just keep everything in a binder just like this one. Cardboard-like paper, like I mentioned. This is actually one of our binders, so I don't want to open it up for classified information. But basically, just like this, guys, it goes right in the truck. Every single maintenance crew gets their own binder, and it's organized in order by the route from house to house. So basically, at the beginning of the week, they start on the first page, and at the end of the week, they should be finishing up on the last page. So pretty cool way. Let me know what you guys think. I know I've been saying that a lot in the video. Let me know what you guys think. But man, I'm just curious to see, you know, what else is out there, what else people do in the industry. So this should help you guys out a lot. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. Otherwise, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram.